So I was really excited about this theme because I'm 31 years old and I've had 19 jobs. So yeah. One of which I kept for almost 3 years, and I thought that was amazing. That's not the story I'm going to tell. But I didn't know what to choose. There's some really funny ones. Like, I've packed and shipped seafood from a fish factory, and I've worked as a preschool teacher, and I've just done all these. I worked for a supermarket that was owned by the mafia. But I'm going to talk about the time I sold vacuums door to door. So I was 20. It was the summer after my freshman year of college, and I needed to make some money. So I did the classifieds ad thing, and it was someone may have mentioned this earlier. But it was something like, "Do you want to make some cash fast?" Yes, I do. I need cash and I need it fast, and I don't want to work very hard. So I went to this orientation at Kirby Vacuum, and we learned how to set up a vacuum, how to take down a vacuum, how to vacuum. Which you would think it's simple, but it's really complicated. It's got like 13 attachments, and it can go neutral or drive, and it weighs like 35 pounds. And but you're not supposed to tell people that, like, the drive mechanism is for the people that are buying it, but the neutral is for you, because in neutral, it really gets all the dirt up. But it's so heavy that if you let someone try it with the neutral, they're not going to buy it. And the goal is to sell that vacuum cleaner no matter what it takes. Sell it. So there's this whole little cult thing going on. Everyone's really excited about Kirby vacuums, and there's a chant. At the beginning of the day, we'd all gather in our seats, and there'd be someone in the front. They'd talk about who sold the vacuum cleaners yesterday. And if you sold one, you had to go up and talk about it. But first, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Okay. So first of all, I have to tell you that at that time my name was Tina, but that's an entirely different story. So the chant went like this. So I sold a vacuum cleaner, for instance, and someone said, "Well, let's give it up for Tina." And then the chant would be, "Hooray for Tina, hooray at last, hooray for Tina, 'cause she's got cash." And you go up there and you tell the story of how you sold the vacuum cleaner, which you would think is not really that exciting, but it really is. Here's the thing. A telemarketer calls your house and says, "Would you like a free rug vacuum or a free rug wash? We'll come and do it for free." And most people say no, but every once in a while someone says, "Yes, I would like a free rug shampoo." So they give you, for your day, you've got 3 addresses, and they give you this map of the greater Nashua area, and you go to these places and you knock on the door. You have your vacuum and you have to dress nice. So it's me in a skirt and my, nice top, and had my hair done. It's really funny because when I look back on that time in my life, it's also another story. But so I go there, and what you do is you go in, you introduce yourself. You say, "Just before I shampoo your rug, I just want to show you a couple of features on this vacuum." They say, "Okay, well, sure." And so you show them, here's my favorite. If they will let you, you can dump some dirt on their rug, and then you vacuum it up. And some people will, some people won't. But if they do, it's hard to get the dirt up. And so the trick is, by the way, if you really need to get some dirt out of your carpet, is you put it in neutral. And then you pull really slowly, like that, really slow. And then you push it forward really slow. That's the trick, okay, if you wanted to know. But then there's all these attachments, and the funny thing is I have a Kirby. And I have all the attachments. And when I vacuum my room, I pull them all out. I know exactly how to put them on. I know everything about it. And so I'm actually kind of happy that it happened because I have this experience in my room. When I do vacuum it, it looks pretty good. But I know you've all been waiting for the rug shampoo. And so so at this point, you're like, they're really interested in the vacuum. You've got the dirt up, and you're like showing all the things. It's really cool. It can do all this stuff. It can blow leaves too. And so you move on to the shampoo, which is really not very climactic. You're just, you shampoo the rug. And you do it really slow, and you make sure you get all of it. First, you kind of put there's like an attachment that puts the suds down, and then you kind of scrub it in with this other attachment, and then you actually just take an attachment, you put it on the actual vacuum part, because it's got a hose too. I mean, this is really complicated, so I'm not going to confuse you with all of the details. Basically, you shampoo the rug, and they are amazed at how well it's shampooed, and that's when you sell it to them. And so the object of direct sales is you do not take no for an answer. They have to actually ask you to leave their house before you can leave. So I was that annoying person that was like, you will buy this vacuum cleaner, I will not leave until you do. But then you have to do it with more finesse. And so my favorite line is, when you can see somebody who's really impressed, you're like, now we both know you need this vacuum cleaner. And every once in a while someone will say, yes, I do. I do need it. And I can watch myself do this. And, at first it was kind of funny, because I actually was pretty good at it. Like, I sold at least one a week, and you can make a lot of money when you sell these. Like, it's actually a lot of cash fast. Like, they're telling the truth. It's just, you also have to turn in your soul when you walk in the door. They don't say that, it's not in the fine print. So I was getting pretty good at this, the chants, and doing all that, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And then my conscience starts to set in. So I use that line, you need this vacuum. And this lady's like, oh, I can tell, she's really fighting it. And she goes, can you just wait until my son gets home? And I'm like, no, I can't wait. You have to get it right now, because I know when the son comes home, he's going to be like, what are you doing? You cannot sell this to my mother. She's helpless. That's really rude. And kick me out. But I knew, I had to get it. I had to get it in. So I was like, no, I can't wait. I got to go right now. And you need this vacuum, so what are you going to do? And of course, she bought it, and I left. And I felt really bad. But I think the one that really set me over the edge, because as you know, I'm not doing that anymore, so I did eventually quit. And wouldn't that be funny if I was? Bagels by day, vacuums by night. No, it would be the other way around, but that's the whole, again, I digress. Okay, so this one, I go into this woman's house who's signed up for a free rug shampoo, and I go through the whole thing. But this woman tells me at the beginning that she just had a stroke, and she can't remember things very well. And so I'm like, okay, well, I can't take no for an answer, so I'll just do it. I'll do it, and I do it. And we get to the end, and she's very impressed. And she goes, what's your name again? Why are you here? I'm here to sell you this vacuum, which you know you need. And my heart is breaking a little bit just talking about this. So she bought it. She bought the vacuum cleaner. But her husband was there. And her husband apparently had this hard time saying no to her. So he wrote the check to me. And he glared at me. Not stared, glared at me. you are evil. And I'm thinking, I am evil, but I take the check. And I leave. And I get this phone call on the way home from the Kirby people, and they're like, you left the trade vacuum. Oh yeah, because you're supposed to take trade-ins, like your Eurekas, or, oh, is that the 9 or the 10?
That's the 10.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Okay, sorry. So, there, you know, I left the Eureka there or whatever, which you use as a mechanism to get them to buy the vacuum by saying, like, $200 off for your vacuum. And they call and they say, you left the Eureka there. And they were really upset with me. And I'm thinking, wait a minute, like, why do we even do that in the first place? Like, all that our purpose is just to get them to give us their money, and we will do whatever we can to do that. And how wrong is that, you know? So that, I think, I was 20, okay? So now I think, when I think back on that experience, because after I got back from that, I went in to, you know, I wouldn't do the chant, you know, and I went in to tell them. And I said, I can't do this anymore. And they were like, why? And I told them, I'm like, I think I lost my soul. And so I left. But the moral of the story is that I will never forget that man's face. And that will stay with me, and is actually like a driving force in my life of like just thinking things through as far as what am I doing to get this money? Because if you're trying to take money from someone that just had a stroke and can't remember your name or your purpose, you know that you are probably on the wrong road. So thank you.